So we've talked a lot about CCR projects being unprofitable, so many bad news, right? Are there actually any projects in the core central region that actually make money? Make us feel a little better by giving us some good news?
Actually, honestly, when I was doing the research preparing for this Robertson Opus YouTube video, the CCR unprofitable transactions were really scary. That's really the truth. However, we did find some developments which were profitable and the profit amounts are quite healthy. Let's take a look.
For example, this is a 99-year project, Martin Modern, developed by Coco Land. So let's take a look at the entry price of these owners when they first entered into District 9. So as you can see, a lot of them entered in 21, 22, and these are the price point of current OCR projects. So these people have actually bought in 2017 and currently they're exiting around 2007 to 2009. So this is the current accepted PSF for a 99-year project, even in District 9.
So you can see that 2017 and now we're in 2025, just a mere 8 years, the market has shifted so much that the entry price of a CCR property is now 8 years later the entry price of something in the OCR.
As you can see, the highest profit here for even the 3 and 4 bedrooms have actually hit somewhat between 700k to $1 million within a 6 to 7 year holding period.
So if you take a look at the holding period, let's say for this owner here, it's approximately about 100k per year, and these are the kind of profits that you would see in developments in the OCR as well. So given a crystal ball and given a choice, which one will you choose? So what we are trying to say here is that within each district itself, regardless of whether it's a CCR, OCR or RCR, selecting the right development with the right factors to allow you a safe entry as well as a safe exit is very important. And this is not just based on layout, it's not just based on tenure, it's a combination of many factors that we'll be able to share with you today in our video. And if you want to find out more, also please scan the QR code to reach out to us and we'll hop on a Zoom call to explain more.
We spoke about 99-year project, which is Martin Modern, and as we can see, even a 99-year project is making pretty strong profits. What about a freehold project? Will it be still profiting if it's in this area as well?
So a vineyard achieved TOP in 2024, that's just last year. It's a joint venture with Coco Land and Hong Leong, 376 units. Let's take a look at the entry price of the buyers
Of a freehold project in 2020.
So the entry price was about 3.2, 3.4. This one's almost 3.5. On average, it's about 3,002 to 3,004. Let's take a look at their exit. 3,006, 3,007, 3,007, 3.5, and then one which is even as low as 3,057. And for this owner, they still made a profit of 369,000 for a holding period of around 3 years plus. So again, that's about a gain of 100,000 per year, which is quite healthy.
So averagely, you can see most of the price point that they're exiting for a project that just TOP is from 3,003 to 3,007, and you're getting a brand new freehold condo in the River Valley area.
I heard that for Robertson Opus, the launch price is not going to be so high, right?
Yeah, it's actually going to be launching from what we heard roughly maybe 3-ish to 3.1, 3.2 thereabouts.
So, get something which is brand new, no one lived in before, at a lower price tag, or get something which is ready for move-in, about 1 year old, for around this entry price.
Which one would you choose?
And if we are able to find properties in the CCR region which are lesser than that gap, do you see an opportunity here today? So if you're wondering whether you should be getting a CCR property or an OCR property, there are actually many other factors besides price to consider, especially if it's something for own stay. If you're buying something for investment, there's also a different hat that you need to put on.
Scan the QR code above if you're still unsure so that we can advise you of your options over Zoom. So all these people that are profiting somewhere in the range of 500 to 1 million, are they mostly locals or are they mostly foreigners? I'm still curious in District 9. Is it still like what most people say? All foreigners,
Or
all
only
rich billionaires that are buying to this area? Is it still true?
Second property or people who buy 10 properties at one shot, buy the whole level. These are all the foreigners. And there's a common conception that CCR properties are only owned by foreigners. So let's take a look.
Yep, is it really true? So when we look at the breakdown between Martin Modern and the Avenir, actually what we notice is that it's very similar. Between the buyer profiles, right, largely it's about maybe 40 to 50% Singaporean, then after that 20 to 30% PRs, and the rest of it will be foreigners. So naturally there will still be foreigners that buy in, but it could be people with US passports and all that they need to pay the ABSD, or they could have just paid the ABSD to get like a holiday home.
So you can see that majority of the ownership are local ownership. PRs are considered locals as well. There is a demand in the District 9 area, there is a demand in the CCR area by locals here in Singapore.
District 9 is a bit different from Marina Bay and all that. District 9 itself, you have a lot of good schools in that area. You have ACS, River Valley Primary, SCGS. So it borders between District 10, but yet you're still very close to the city. And also it attracts young families who either don't have children or young couples planning for children. They like staying near the city and also near their workplace.